Tom, well bowled.
Thank you.
Nice to be back out there.
It is, yeah. We wanted to bat as well, but the overhead conditions meant that we weren't too bothered if we did lose a toss.
And I guess you did your best to make the most of it, I guess.
Yeah. I thought we started pretty well. It's like it is a good pitch, but coming back off a good win last week, we've taken that momentum into today.
It is a used pitch, isn't it? Is there much pace out there? Just take us out to the middle. What's it like?
Yeah, it looks very used when you're from the eye. But I was quite surprised with the carry we had today. I think maybe that's the overheads and the fact that it's been raining for the last couple of days. But it is used, and I think our spinners will make the most of that come the latter end of the game.
From this end, it looked a little bit unpredictable at times. Would that be fair?
Yeah, to be honest, I think that was same from both ends. Okay. But obviously, Gary bowled most from that end, and I think it'll just get harder to bat on as the game goes on.
And for you, Tom, obviously a break last week, and back in the wickets today. That feel pretty good.
Yeah, nice. Not a great start for me, so it was nice for Banks just to give me a break last week and work on a few things, which is it's obviously paid off after today. Did you feel yourself like maybe just taking a step out of it might be a decent thing? Yeah, I knew I wasn't bowling how I normally do, so we just felt it'd be better for me to go and work on a few things, like I said, and just have a break for a week. Your standards are so high, your consistency has been so good for so long now. When it just drops off, it's so noticeable, isn't it? What do you kind of put it down to? A few things, but it's almost like I expect it to happen all the time now, and then when it doesn't for a few games, then you start panicking, and but just having that week off, being able to clear my head and come back and fresh, it's really helped. You're wise enough not to panic too much, aren't you? Yeah, exactly. I don't panic too much. Yeah. Life's short. So. You've been around the block too many times to panic, haven't you? Yeah, exactly. In terms of where the team is coming into this fixture, the win last week must have been terrific for everybody. Have you noticed a difference on the back of that? Yeah, I mean, it's huge. And we do feel in the dressing room, there's not, we feel like we're in a good place. It's just the 1%ers, the things that have changed, because the team and the coaching staff have changed completely, so it's just us getting used to all those changes, because we feel like we are in a good environment to be able to be successful. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And last week in your absence, Tom Aspinwall got a chance. He plays again this week. He was excellent, wasn't he, last week? He was, yeah. He's a bit of an X-factor player, Aspie. And he's got some absolute amazing deliveries in him, and he can also bat as well, so I think he's going to be definitely one for the future. And in terms of what we can see here, if we get a bit of decent weather over the next 3 days, bearing in mind the pitch, are we going to get a result, you reckon? All depends on the weather. Looking at the forecast, it doesn't look great after tomorrow. No. But you never know, and if it does hold off, then I think we're in a pretty strong position. Cheers, Tommy. Thank you. Cheers, lads.